Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to the Mixer, and today I have a question for you guys. Are you a fan of Star Wars? Do you like Star Wars? Do you consider yourself a hardcore Star Wars fan? Well then, so you must know the Millennium Falcon. You must be a very big fan of the Millennium Falcon. Well, guess what guys, today I'm going to be talking about the exact the exact location of the Millennium Falcon in real life. It does exist and it is located in the Baltic Sea, under the surface, buried within sand. It does really exist. It's totally submerged underwater today, and it is known as the Baltic Sea Anomaly. Okay, you guys may not have heard of this, but it was discovered back in 2011, by an expedition by the Ocean X program, and the thing about the anomaly is that from far away and from close up, it literally looks like the Millennium Falcon. It's something that has interested people for a very, very, very long time, and myself included. It never really made sense to me. I'm going to show you guys a photo of it here. If you can see right here, if you guys can see a clear photo, this is the sea anomaly right here. So it looks literally like the Millennium Falcon. Okay, so you guys can see it there. I hope it was a pretty clear image. So nobody really understands what the hell it is. People think it might be a sunken UFO. A lot of that's what's been published in the tabloid newspapers. People do think that it's just a natural geological formation. I always get those two words mixed up. So there is speculation that it might just be alien in origin, but I do still think that it's much more practical to say that it's a natural formation, even if it doesn't look very natural, but there might be a few scientific explanations behind it, but you can't deny that it looks weird as hell. Let me read for you guys here on my little cheat sheet here a little bit about some details. So here's the thing. According to the team that actually found this object in the Baltic Sea, it was between Sweden and Finland, and it was a very blurry but pretty interesting sonar image. They were actually looking for an old shipwreck and they found this thing. Imagine looking for Bigfoot and finding, Elvis Presley in the middle of the woods or something, Okay, so now the image apparently shows, a circular object, that is 200 feet, in diameter, so 60 meters, and it has items that resemble ramps, stairways, and other structures that normally would not be produced by nature. So you look at close-up photos of this thing, it looks like it was made by a person. It was made by man or something outside of this planet. There was no way in hell that nature could make something like this. I don't think Mother Nature is this creative. Sorry to say, babe. Okay. So anyway, so they revisited the site the following year. They wanted to get a clear image, but apparently mysterious electrical interference prevented them from actually doing that, and then following a story that was published in 2012, there was a very high number of imaginative illustrations resembling underwater photos or high-resolution scans that were circulated, along with rumors that the object could actually be a UFO, maybe a portal to another world, or the most interesting idea, in my opinion, the underwater Stonehenge. You guys know what the Stonehenge is, right? I've been considering talking about just the Stonehenge in another video, but it's going to be a little complicated, but I might just do it, so it's kind of like an underwater Stonehenge, and they actually took samples of it. Look at this. They took samples that were allegedly recovered at the site. They were given to this professor of geology at a university in Stockholm, and he had analyzed them, and he indicated that most of them are granites, gneiss, and sandstone. So among the samples was also a loose piece of ballistic or volcanic rock, which is actually out of place on the seafloor, but not unusual according to him, So, and a few other geologists said that maybe the chemical composition of the samples actually, they kind of resembled nodules that weren't uncommon in seabeds, and actually that the materials that were found, which included limonite and geolithite, can actually be formed by nature itself, So, to me it's pretty interesting. And I'm going to show you guys some more clear images of it here. Now, if I could give my sincere opinion about it, I think it's actually very strange. Me personally, I don't believe that this is a natural formation, because how the hell is nature going to produce something that looks so clearly like an alien UFO, It doesn't make sense. As much as I criticize people who are overly into conspiracy theories, who think that everything is about aliens and this and that, everything is a government conspiracy cover-up, those people are annoying as hell. But at the same time, there are certain things that we see that you kind of have to think, either this was made by men and sunk intentionally or accidentally, or it came from outside of the planet, Those are the only two explanations, because no matter how good of a scientist you are, you cannot convince me that this thing is naturally made. you just can't. It doesn't make sense. You know, there are things that look like stairs and ramps, dude. You know, it doesn't make sense. There are people who speculate that maybe it was just a prank, like somebody took a photo of the Star Wars Millennium Falcon and just put it there on the solar image and on the image, so the sonar image, you know. But I mean, I'm pretty sure that if that was the case, it would have been debunked already. You know, you can tell if an image has been altered today using technology. So I don't think that was the case. I don't think it was a hoax, because there are actual photos of the actual thing, you know, itself, and I just think it's really crazy. I think it's really crazy, you know, and I'm going to read up a little bit more about it now for you guys, you know. Here's the thing, there is a scientist, you know, that said that the image was actually likely of a rock outcrop, you know, maybe sediment dropped from a fishing trawler, or maybe even a school of fish, you know, but still it doesn't make a lot of sense, you know. And here's the thing, guys, check this one out right here. Now, somebody once said, you know, an archaeologist said that a natural and geological formation can't be ruled out. I agree, the finding looks weird since it's completely circular, but nature has produced stranger things than that. That is true. You can't deny that nature has done crazier things than this, you know, the Millennium Falcon underwater, you know. But it is still very strange in my opinion, you know. It is still very strange, you know. People say that it might be sandstone, you know, and maybe others, they need more media to make a statement, you know. But it seems like a lot of experts say that the image probably just shows a grouping of rocks deposited by Ice Age glaciers, or maybe a pilobasalt or a moraine. What the hell does all of this mean? I have no freaking idea, okay? Back in middle school, I used to sleep during science class, okay? And even in high school, I wasn't really too into it, you know? So I have no idea, guys, okay? I don't know. If you want actual concrete scientific information, I'm sorry, but you came to the wrong channel, okay? So according to another guy, this guy, wow. Imagine, dude, the guy is a planetary geomorphologist. What the hell does this guy do? Does he like morph into planets or something? That'd actually be a really good job. Like you can actually morph into planets and trick people into thinking Pluto's still a planet or something. I don't know. Anyway, so he said that volcanic-based explanations such as hydrothermic vent are not plausible on the shield, as my dad is calling me. I don't know what the hell he wants. Okay, so I had to go outside and get my food. He was bringing me my lunch, you know. So when I came back, I had to readjust the camera, the stuff, you know. So the lighting might look a little different, you know. If it does, just bear with me here, okay? So like I was saying, that for the placa guy, the morphing dude, okay? So he actually said that volcanic-based explanations such as hydrothermal venting are not plausible on the Fennos-Canadian shield, you know, as it is a thick craton with no active volcanism after the Proterozoic, and regional bathymetry explains the... You know what? This guy can go screw himself. Okay, look. He said that the runway is most likely a natural rock formation, a drumlin formed by glacial action, okay? And then there's this one guy, this other guy called Jonathan Hill of the Mars Space Flight Facility. Now, this guy has a really good, strong opinion. He has a really good job. He questioned the motives involved in the announcements, you know, which actually included plans to take wealthy tourists in the submarine to visit the site, you know. I personally would go if I could. Actually, no, I'm afraid of the ocean. Screw that, I wouldn't go. If you guys go down there, you can like do a live stream or something on your YouTube channel, and I will definitely watch it and comment, but I wouldn't go myself, you know. There is no way in hell you can get me into a place like this. But anyway, so, okay, so then whenever people make extraordinary claims, he said, it's always a good idea to consider from whether they are personally benefiting from the claim or if it's a truly objective observation, okay? And he also suggested that it would have been simple to break off a piece and have it geologically tested, and said that the test results showing that it was simply rock would not have benefited the guy, the Peter dude, okay? But anyway, so... I don't know, guys. I mean, that's pretty much all I can say about this, you know. I think I've given you guys enough information. So now let me give you my personal opinion about it, okay? Me, I am a very curious person. I'm very curious about everything, even what frightens me. So the ocean, you know, the jungles, for example. Nature itself is very frightening, but it does interest me a lot. I put in a lot of research into it, you know. I really, really enjoy it a lot. But at the same time, I'm a little skeptical, or very skeptical sometimes, you know. I am a skeptic by nature. So if I don't see it, if something doesn't happen to me, if I don't see it in the flesh or have the experience, you know, or hear about it, like, I don't know, for example, how can I say? Basically, if I don't see it, I don't believe it. I have a hard time believing it, you know? It's not always the case 100% of the time, but it is, I do make a very strong case of myself for being a skeptic person because of this, you know? And to me, it's never gonna make sense, you know? But, I mean, it's very unhealthy to be so skeptic, you know? It's good to always have an open mind whenever possible, but, you know, guys, it's just one of those things that I really don't understand how people can be so, I don't know. I don't know, it's just weird, you know. The Baltic Sea anomaly is an example. Like, I would definitely be on board to believe that it's something out of this world, you know, but it's one of those cases where even if you give me a rational, scientific grounded explanation, I still don't believe it because it just doesn't make sense, you know. It doesn't make sense why something like this would be the way that it is, you know. How would nature produce something like this? Just explain that to me. How would nature ever manage to pull off something so pristine, you know? Stonehenge, for example, that is obviously not made by nature, you know? If there have been any explanations that this was made by nature, you can tell the person to go screw off, because the Stonehenge is not a natural formation, you know? So, and I mean, I don't know. I don't know, like the pyramids of Giza also were definitely not made naturally, so I might be taking on these topics in different videos in the future, but right now I just want to try to, right now I want to focus on one thing at a time, you know? It is my opinion that the Baltic Sea anomaly is not of this world, you know? Even if it's something that came from back in the days of the Ice Age, you know, it was like the glacial era, like guys, you saw the photos, and you can watch documentaries about it if you wanted to see the shape, you know? It doesn't make sense, because how would any kind of glacial movement produce something that looks so clearly like an alien spaceship, you know? They don't call it the Millennium Falcon for nothing, you know? So to me, it just doesn't make sense how something like this can be just chalked up to regular nature, you know? To me, it's just a lazy excuse, in my opinion. You guys are just making lazy excuses now to not give an actual explanation here, you know? But still, I like it. I like the idea. I like to entertain the idea that it is something out of this world, you know? So to me, it's just really cool in that department. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed what I put in the video. I think I might have put in a few photos and some clips and stuff, you know? Maybe one clip, you know? I tried to get some basis on it, you know? One of these kinds of videos, get some maybe get some like a documentary or something, you know. I think it would be really nice if I could manage that, but I'm only gonna find out in post-production. So here's the thing, there have been many speculations about what this thing might have been, you know, and in my opinion, it is possible for both sides to meet in the middle. Maybe, just maybe, it started out as a natural formation, but then maybe it was like sculpted into something different, you know, or maybe later it's something that landed on the earth many years ago and it became a natural formation. I don't know. There is a way for us to meet in the middle here, you know, but in my opinion, it's not man-made, and it's not, well, actually no, it's not nature-made, you know. That's what I think, and you guys are free to share your opinions down in the comments below. Okay, shout out, let me know what you guys think about this, you know, and if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, okay, and also go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because I release videos every day, and hit the notification button to know exactly what time I upload, you know. I do realize that some of my videos lately, whether concept vlogs or not, are getting a little shorter, you know. It's because I didn't have a lot of information to go on. I tried to kind of put my own spin on it, you know. There is a reason why some of my videos are getting a little shorter and why I seem to be rushing in some of them, you know. It's almost like I want to get them done quickly. There is a reason, and I will explain everything in my 600th video special coming soon, okay. So I hope you guys stay tuned to that one. But anyway, guys, that's it for now, okay? This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Rule the Millennium Falcon. I mean, the outro screen.